Clover.
The shadow moved ominously across the land, dyeing the sky with blood and pounding the earth. Those who still have faith in justice and honor, valor and goodness call out his name. The ultimate superhero, the only one who can save the world from extinction. If he can't do it, no one can.
Oh, me? Viewtiful Joe.
And hey there guys, how's it going? I'm Geratino and welcome to my brand new Let's Play of Viewtiful Joe. Now I've played this game quite a lot as a kid, and we don't need to see previews of it. I've played this game quite a lot as a kid, so this is probably one of my more favorite games I've had. Originally I've owned it at for the for the GameCube. And then I found out that it actually had a PS2 version, and one of the cool things about it is, in the PS2 version, if you beat the game, I only went through a normal, if you beat the game, you get Dante. So, like Dante from, not Dante's Inferno, but Devil May Cry. But this playthrough, we're just going to play as Joe, because Dante is really overpowered, where he actually gets his guns and stuff like that, and he just pretty much destroys everything in his path, so... We're gonna make it a little bit difficult. We're gonna go with Joe, and I don't like how it's easy. Oh no, like easy, normal, hard, like sweet, kids, adults. I feel like kids should go before sweet, in my opinion. But we're just gonna play on kids because even on kids, it is kind of a difficult game at some points. So it's pretty cool beans. This probably, yeah, like I said, it probably is one of my most favorite games as a kid that I used to play. And then a couple months back, I actually got it. So there's a lot of cutscenes. So like this one, I'll probably just be quiet during the cutscenes.
Captain Blue fights with every ounce of his being. He fights against the dark forces of evil, for what is right. This is all that Blue has ever wanted, to do the right thing.
Come on, Blue! You have to save the world! We can't do it without you!
Joe, is this your idea of a date movie? I had a more romantic time eating popcorn in the lobby. Joe, honey, oh, why don't you show me some off-screen action?
Whoa, Sylvia! Cut it out! I said cut it out! They don't show these old movies all the time, you know. I've been looking forward to this forever.
Well, I've been looking forward to this for a long time, too. We haven't been out on a date in forever.
Hey, stop that! This is the best part.
The dark side prevails. Now you'll see just how flimsy your sense of justice is, Captain Blue. Now I lose. The world is mine.
Go away!
Come on!
And thus, Captain Blue was brought to his end. Goodbye, beautiful world. Nothing will ever be the same.
Oh, man. I missed the most important part.
Hey, I've seen this scene before.
You know why? Because this flick hit the screens way back when we were still little babies.
But that guy in the blue mask, I know I've seen him somewhere.
The girl is mine and shall serve as the object of my revenge.
Wow, that was unreal. What the heck?
Hey! What's going on? Let go of me! Joe, do something!
Well, what's happening? It's Six Machine. Hey, hey, hey! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Joe the hero. Now, that opening scene as a kid was like always like just a mind blow, in my opinion. I don't know why. Just like the thought of stuff coming out of the movies, and not that Sylvia was horny and trying to get off on Joe. Just the point, you know, as a kid you don't understand that, but then when you replay it, you're like, oh, I see what's happening. You know, you have to go back and play those games you played as a kid. You'll get so many other like subliminal messages that you didn't realize before.
Correct, my young friend. I am Captain Blue. I am no longer able to fight because I have been defeated. You must take my place as the new action hero.
That voice, it really is Captain Blue. Whoa! Hey, can I get your autograph?
No, I am already gone. I beg of you to take up the torch of justice, young movie lover. Now go. The world is in danger. Your lady friend is waiting for you.
Cool. A real V-Watch. I always wanted to try one on. Joe!
Okay, now the V-Watch is where basically Joe and Captain Blue get all their powers from. It's a pretty unique item for what they do in the movies, and actually I believe this is a comic book. But the controls are very simple in this game. Like, you got like basic dodging and stuff, and when you dodge, an enemy gets all dizzy. Squares to punch, triangles to kick, which in Joe's normal form you don't really do that much damage, but if you hold like down and square, you get like an uppercut. But you can combo moves like really easy. Like, this isn't like one of those mash 'em up games that I wouldn't, like, it technically is, but in my opinion it's so much more than just like a mash 'em up game. And like, as a kid, like, I was entertained just by this one like screen right here. Like, I read you could press select to go on, but I just kept doing this. Like, I wanted to learn all the stuff you can do. Like, look at this, you can go in midair and just punch the crap and kick, and then you can do this. I don't know why as a kid that, like, I always enjoyed that. And so basically at the top you have your hearts, which is basically your life. The V's are like points you get throughout the whole entire thing. Like the VFX, those are Joe's special effects and stuff that he can do. And once we fully understand the V-Watch, we will actually be able to do that, which we will be able to do in this episode. So, because like there is a lot of, I don't know, it's not, I guess you could say it kind of is a long game, but at the same time it's not really. It just depends how you look at it and all that kind of stuff. So, but it, like I said before, it's probably one of my most favorite games I've ever played before, and I really just love this game. When I actually found it again for the PlayStation, and then I found out you could play as Dante from Devil May Cry, that I lost it. I was like, what? So me and my friend Josh, I took it over to their house and we were playing it, and it's just crazy. But yes, the spikes right down there, they do actually hurt you, so try to be wary about that garbage. But like I said, you know, it pretty much is a beat 'em up, but in my opinion, you know, I never really saw it as a beat 'em up as a kid, because there's like a good storyline behind it. And like, I'm not saying that like God of War doesn't have a good storyline, but you know, I probably would play this over God of War, because I played the crap out of God of War. And you know, in my opinion, I feel like God of War doesn't have that much replay value. But I mean, this game, like, you get more characters to unlock and stuff and play as. There's a lot of replay value in this, so I really, this is like I said, this is one of the most fair games. I keep saying that.
Joe, it looks like you haven't awakened to your true powers as a hero. I'll show you how to be a real hero. Come and get me. Come on.
So now we get to fight Joe's most favorite hero, Captain Blue! I don't actually think he can even hurt you, so... Yeah, he doesn't even take hearts or anything. So basically, that's basically all you have to do. I wish there was a block button in this game, but if there was a block button, it would just make it tons of easier. And, I don't know, like, games in this time, I don't know, there was a couple good games I actually liked at this time. I'm just trying to remember what all I'm supposed to do. I don't have, yeah. And there's a system of buying stuff in this game later on we will find, and we'll be able to unlock, you know, like more powers and more life and all kinds of attacks and stuff. Yeah, see, my defense was really crappy, so.
Your hero-ness has awakened. Now the Vwatch is responding to your hero instincts deep down inside. When the Vwatch starts to glow, say the word Henshin!
Henshin and gogo, baby!
And now we make our first transform into Superhero Joe.
You want some? We'll come and get it.
And now we learn some of our VFX, which gives us a pretty good, like, the slowdown one is probably one of the most used the most attacks I use. It goes through the pink shield armor, whatever those people make. It actually gives us a double jump when we're super in the red costume, because at this point Joe doesn't know what his superhero name is, so we'll eventually learn it, even though it's the title of the game. So at this point Joe does not know that he is Viewtiful Joe. And I never realized this, but those bats are, it's like a foreshadowing thing. If you ever played this game, I never actually realized that. But that's pretty cool. The food, yeah, Joe gets more life by eating food. Oh, now I remember, the coins are the money. I don't know why I thought the V's are. The V's actually increase your VFX during this level. See, I just went up. That every new level though, it goes back down, which it's kind of a bummer, but really, I mean, that's a cool part of the game. But like, yeah, just I don't know. This is a mini boss, sort of. I mean, you will see a lot of these guys throughout the whole entire thing, but in slow motion, when you actually hit somebody, you may get green meter, I do believe, which is pretty cool. He should, oh, yep. And now we get a pretty sweet token. Now with this token, we actually get to gamble. So one of the best things to actually do in gambling is try to get all the other items. Don't get the exploding looking skulls. That's bad for you. But then I do believe the watch glows at this time, so it tells you, hey, there's a bird outside my window. It tells you that. But I'm pretty good on health, so I'm just gonna wait for now, because I do believe we'll actually end up fighting another one of these later on. So the V is the one that allows you to move on, but you still would be able to do it. But every level is in like chapters, so that I like that aspect. And I hated these as a kid. You can actually break them and get hamburgers out of them, which isn't a bad idea. But you know, as a kid though, I always forgot like the controls and stuff. I don't know why, just because I never read anything as a kid. I went through like the Pokemon games. I never read Jack Squat, which I did think I said during my Crystal Let's Play. And yeah, it's whatever. Who needs to read? Video games tell you enough. Yeah, see, when you hit enemies in slow motion, they drop those little bottles, and the bottles tend to actually give you green power. Oh, and here's a pretty cool fact. In slow motion, oh wow, that was supposed to hit me. In slow motion, if you get hit by like a gun or something, you actually just dodge the attack. So that's pretty handy dandy. And here I do believe we'll see a new type of enemy. Yes, the cowboys. And I hate the cowboys. These cowboys suck. They're pretty predictable, but I hate them. That's basically all they do. They do that, and run back and forth, and just jump, and you gotta hit them again. But I mean, when you got a bunch of them going on at the same time, it's like the worst thing ever. And then normal enemies will come through. And yeah, so as you've probably seen in the trailer, we will be getting other powers throughout the storyline. Those powers, I don't believe there's any upgrades for. So, oh, and then when you get the red things throughout the, oh god, I can't get those. Because I destroyed the chandelier by accident. Crap. Oh well, we'll be good. I don't even remember what I was saying. But this game has a pretty, I don't know, in my opinion, it's pretty unique. Not many games do the type of stuff this game does in a beat 'em up. Can we get that? Oh crap, I think I can get up there. Not really sure. Okay, there we go. Yeah, getting these. Yummy! I love how he says that. Oh, and this is pretty cool. Actually, I'll just wait for this. When you pause the game,
Take 5.
the director will always say something different. Not like in the same, like, consecutive of pausing, but I mean when, you're in a different area. Oh, and here's something cool. About propellers and stuff, when you are playing the game and there's an enemy with propellers that aren't doing a move, kind of like he's doing a move right there, and how, like, I got hit, but I didn't take any damage in slow motion, but if the enemy's doing, like, just flying there in propellers, he'll actually just fall to the ground. Like that. See, he'll just fall to the ground. Because, I guess, slowdown... I don't know exactly how the slowdown time works, okay? It's really weird in some cases, but at the same time, a lot of it makes more sense. But, I mean, this part never made sense to me, about how you can slow down time, and then just things on propellers just fall and whatever. It was always weird in my case. So, like it right here, this is a good example. It falls down for no reason. But I kind of want to get all these. There we go. Actually, I think I was supposed to stay down there. Okay, it's actually been a while since I played this game, so... Yep. There we go. And now all the chandeliers would come down. See, his V-watch is glowing, telling him that you did good or something, I don't know. Okay. Viewtiful Joe. He doesn't... I kind of like that idea, but at the same time I don't. Like, his name's on the title, you know. You don't have to, like, hide the fact that he doesn't know that he's a superhero yet. I do like the grading, though. The grading is really nice, but normally, I don't know, I don't normally get Vs until we get a later on power on the attack, or the V points, just because the later on power gives you a lot of V points. Now, there's different ways of getting, like, keys and stuff. Most of the time, you'll just be fighting enemies like this until one of them drops a key. Like, they'll just keep spawning. All kinds of stuff like that. But then other times, you know, you'll just fight single bosses. Not like bosses, but like how we fought the guy with the slot machine. Which I don't remember many of the names. You don't actually get to find out the names till like the end of the game, which kind of made me sad, but you know, it's okay. Sweep! Punch! And a kick! In slow motion, for whatever reason, even though the kicks... All I taste is mango right now. I had a mango for breakfast. For whatever reason, the kicks, they make them go at an angle, even though in my idea, that makes it look like they're going up. Up, like that. Punch. And drop the key. I'm just punching those just to get the V points, because I still didn't get enough. Wow. That makes me sad. I think I just passed a bunch of these. Did I? Nope, right here some. Okay. This is actually really obnoxious. There's an easier way to get them, but I prefer to do them like this, just because of what the easier way involves. So this is technically like our first boss, but it's not, because we'll be fighting a lot of these later on. But like I said, just slow down time. The propeller actually does hurt you, but I mean, there's not much it can do. When actually Joe runs out of his VFX, he turns back to normal Joe, which is, I like that idea. That's a really cool idea. But basically, you know, I like the fact that if you slow something down that's shooting, you'll actually see the bullets. That always has been like a pet peeve of mine. Like if I slow down, like look at that bullet, look at that, look at that. That's so cool. And like yeah, Joe when he gets hurt in slow motion, he dodges. But it's not a hard boss at all. It would probably be a lot harder on higher difficulty. Oh crap! I was gonna try to get this. I do believe that hurts enemies, but I don't know if you have to be attacking to hurt them. But I'll show Joe when he gets out of VFX. See, that's what happens when Joe loses VFX. He goes back to normal Joe, but then you just gotta wait for your first bar to turn up. Punch! And then, yeah, it's not, like I said, it's not a hard boss at all. All you basically got to do is slow down, attack it as it falls, get out. Actually, it has another attack, but I just haven't been able to do it yet because I've been kicking its butt so hard. I hope it does its other attack. Yep, there we go. Its other attack, all it does is drop enemies. But I mean, you can honestly like avoid the enemies. Actually, sometimes they'll help you by being a propelled enemy and getting knocked into the helicopter. It sucks because my most favorite move is one you have to buy, and we don't have it bought yet because we haven't even seen the store yet. Oh, I didn't get to go in slow motion fast enough. Come here, helicopter. I think this should be it. Crap. Oh my gosh, this helicopter is going everywhere. Die, helicopter. And there it goes. Finish! I think that actually wiped out all the other enemies. Oh, I got a oh yeah, time. I don't know, boss battles tend to take a good chunk of time. And I do believe, is there a checkpoint right here? Yes, so here's a checkpoint. This is basically, you know, power-ups, and then Joe must go on. That's how all that hibber-jabber works. So, power-ups, you actually do have a good chunk of them. I do like cheeseburgers to give you an extra life if you need them. But some of the power-ups are really expensive, but I made a lot of points, which is pretty cool. Air Joe is probably my favorite one, but I want to save up for the turbocharge. But you know, it's really early, so I'm going to actually buy Air Joe. Now we have yeah, I'll save my points. So now we actually have a dive kick, which is probably flying punch kick combo attack. Yeah, I believe, yeah. No, I wanted the red hot kick. Crap. Oh well. We'll get red hot kick another time. But I'm going to call that an episode, guys. So we're at a checkpoint. It's perfect time for an episode. So thank you guys for watching. I've been Geratino, and I'll see you next time on Viewtiful Joe. Bye!